there, for today's read aloud, we are going to be reading Give Bees a Chance, Words and Pictures by Bethany Barton. 100% raw, tasty bee facts inside. Before we begin, go ahead and make a prediction using the title and the cover. All right, let's begin. Give Bees a Chance. This is my best buddy, Edgar. We love all the same things, like board games and dinosaurs, strawberries and honey, and of course, bees. Except that I don't really like bees. Uh-oh. So does the author's best friend, Edgar, really like bees? Sure you do. Didn't I tell you there are about 25,000 different kinds of bees to love? European honeybee, yellow-faced bee, horn-faced bee, cellophane bee, metallic green bee, wool carder bee, sweat bee, common bumblebee, cuckoo bee, leafcutter bee, eastern carpenter bee, southeastern blueberry bee, squash bee, mining bee. Maybe. And then I told you all about the 3 types of honeybees: queens, drones, and workers. Just 1 per hive, 30,000 to 80,000 per hive, 300 to 500 per hive. Ah, get them away from me! Blow gently on bees to make them scatter. Oof, thanks. Like I was saying, I don't like bees. But why? Mostly because of their stingers and attached venom sacs, which are the cause of painful bee stings. That part you told me last week. Last Sunday, Edgar. Brave tears. Super mean bee. Stinger. Ouch. But that was just 1 bee. Couldn't you still give bees a chance? Maybe I just need to remind you how weird and cool a honeybee's anatomy is. 5 eyes, 2 stomachs, 4 wings, 6 legs. Bee paration, game of skill. Pollen basket, wax glands, venom sac. Stinger, ouch. Maybe you just need some time to get to know them. How about millions of years? You know, bees lived with dinosaurs. Scientists have found bee fossils from millions of years ago, and even ancient Egyptians kept bees, hieroglyphic symbol for bee. In fact, honey from bees was found in Egyptian tombs. Honey. And it was still edible. Oh, honey. So far, what's going on in this book? Yep, we're getting some facts about bees. Perfect. Maybe you just need some honey. Bees make honey. Why are you telling me all this stuff? So you'll give bees a chance? Who's saying that? The author's saying that. So you'll give bees a chance. Once you learn how great they are, you're bound to fall in love with them. Check out how honey is made. A bee gathers nectar from flowers. Nectar goes into a special honey stomach called a crop. X-ray vision, X-ray vision. Contents of the crop are spit up into a new bee's mouth. The new bee breaks down the sugars of the nectar within her own crop. This processed nectar is passed along to several more bees, who each break down the nectar in their crops until it becomes honey. Then the honey gets barfed into a honeycomb cell and fanned by the wings of bees to evaporate moisture. Lastly, it's sealed with beeswax to keep it safe until it's eaten. Did you say barf? So, the author who's explaining this, do you think he's kind of saying it in a fun way so Edgar is interested? Yeah. He didn't need to use the word barf, but I think he used that word to kind of get Edgar's attention. Just 1 pound of honey takes 2 million flowers and thousands of bees to create. Ah, too many bees! Blow gently on bees to make them scatter. It looks like I haven't convinced you just yet. So the author, what's the author saying? It looks like I haven't convinced you just yet. If we're thinking of author's purpose, and I think of the word persuade, the author's trying to convince you, the reader, of something, right? You, the reader, of something, or maybe this character of something, right? Think about this a little bit more. That's something I want you to think of for the rest of the book. What is the author's purpose for writing this book? Okay? Nope, because they're all going to sting me. Oh well, bees do sting sometimes, but not because they're mean. Stinger stories. Bees only sting to defend themselves. You look delicious. Back off. Or to avoid getting squished or smashed. In fact, many bees lose their stingers after attacking, which is sort of like your hand disappearing if you pinch your sister. Interesting. Also, wait, what are you wearing? Bee armor. That's not going to work. It was designed for dragons. I think it can handle bees. Well, there is a kind of armor that beekeepers wear. What is a beekeeper? Beekeeper. Let you think about it. All right, let's keep reading and find out. But it looks quite a bit different. It allows them to collect honey and bee wax without getting stung by startled bees. So here's a beekeeper. White color puts bees at ease. So hive boxes with removable frames for bees to build honeycomb in. Veil protects eyes and neck. Gloves cover skin. Suit and gloves cover skin. Beehive frame filled with honeycomb. So this is a little beekeeper. He collects honey and where's this little suit? You know, I love honey, but I'd be willing to give it up forever to never see a bee again. But giving up bees means giving up so much more than just honey. Some scientists say bees are responsible for 1/3 of all the fruits and vegetables we eat. Interesting. Bees have a big impact on the food chain. You see, in order for plants to grow fruits and vegetables, they need the right ingredients. A major ingredient they need is pollen. But since flowers can't move, they can't always get pollen from each other. Here's some labels. Sun, water, pollen. I want to make a strawberry throw me some pollen. I don't have arms. That's where bees fly in. A bee's fuzzy body catches pollen from flowers. Pollen falls into the next flower the bee visits. They act as a pollen delivery service, helping give flowers the ingredients they need. A single bee can visit over 1,000 flowers a day, making bee pollination powers unparalleled. Which means without bees, there would be a lot less yummy stuff to eat. Have you seen this pollinator? And bees are disappearing in large numbers. Missing, name, bee, occupation, pollinator. Possible reasons for disappearance, pesticides, parasites called vermites, lack of bee-friendly flowers, pollution. Bees actually need our help. What do you think they mean by that, need our help? What does the author mean by that? Bees actually need our help. Give you a moment to think about it. All right, let's read to find out. Okay, I take it back. I don't want bees gone. I even sort of want to help them. See the question mark? He's like, I think I do. I don't know. As long as they don't sting me, planting bee-friendly flowers is a great way to help the bee population. Won't that just attract more bees? Hopefully, yes. But just approach a bee like you would a dog you don't know. Don't get too close and don't try to touch it unless you're a flower. It should lose interest and fly away. Unless you're a flower, it should lose interest and just fly away. And if more people like you give bees a chance, they might just have, well, a chance. They're saying, well, if you give bees a chance, then maybe they will have, they'll have a chance to make the world a sweeter place. Now, have I told you how much I love bears? Uh-oh, what do you think? What do you think the author's going to try to convince them of? To love bears, right? All right. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures, and then I'm going to go ahead and wrap this story up. There's Edgar eating honey. He loves honey, right? All right, give bees a chance. Now, what was Bethany Barton's reason for writing the story? I'm going to give you a moment to think about it. All right, if you need more time to think about it, just pause the video, but let's think back to the story. Okay, so the author, Bethany, is trying to convince her best friend, Edgar, why he should give bees a chance, right? She gives him all these reasons, all these examples, right? And are these real reasons? Or are they just made up? No, they're actual facts, right? Now the author gives all these facts to Edgar. They're real and they're true. She does it in a fun way, right? All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this read aloud, Give Bees a Chance by Bethany Barton.